What's up, everybody? It's Koi back with another hot process soap making video. We do it hot process because the process is hot. And today we're going to be making a milk hemp seed oil soap. And I am actually using hemp seed oil in place of olive oil, which is one of the higher percentages of oils inside the whole recipe. And it's not recommended to use a high percentage of hemp oil, but I just want to, test the boundaries and see how far I could push them to see what kind of final bar of soap this will make. So I'm actually using 30% hemp seed oil, and they don't recommend more than 15%. So this is going to be interesting how this turns out. And hemp seed oil has very nice benefits of a lot of skin conditioning benefits, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, microbial, anti-aging, you name it. It has all the good stuff in it. And the next oil I added already the coconut oil, which is good for lather, creaminess, also cleansing. We have our castor oil, which also produces a nice rich lather for the final bar of soap, and lots of nice bubbles. So those bubbles that you see in your hand when you clean yourself, those big ones will be because of the castor oil. We have our shea butter. We all know shea butter. It's always nice, luxurious, makes your skin supple and just really smooth and silky. And then finally, we add our stearic acid. This helps with the creaminess of the bar, but also with the hardness of the bar so that it will last long in the shower. Okay, so we will melt all these together and place them on the double boiler and get ready for the next step. Okay, so we're gonna prepare our mold, and again, I got all my items to create this mold from the Home Depot. I sized it, measured it to the size of soap loaves that I want. So I kept this very small because this is my testing, and I don't need a very huge mold to test out soap. So these create like 6 bars of soap. So even that's even a lot for testing, but I like to use and use and use until I get a real feel of the soap. So next what we're gonna do, prepare our lye water, and of course you have to wear your PPE for safety, your goggles, your mask, and make sure you have a pair of gloves on. And again, I replaced water for milk. So this is 2% milk, and I replaced it fully, completely the water. So again, you have to freeze your milk so that the lye does not burn the milk, because naturally there's sugar inside milk, and sugar increases temperature, and lye also increases temperature, so you don't want it to burn. So you have to use it frozen. So this does take a while to fully incorporate. So you're going to be mixing for a little bit. Forgive me for the angle in which I am mixing. I know you cannot see. I'm still new at getting the angles right. My apologies. Okay, so it does look like it's pretty uniform, but I'm pretty sure it's not ready yet. So we'll continue to mix. Okay, give the thumbs up, that means it's ready. You cover it down and put it aside where you cannot touch it. So our oils have been melted down, so we turn on our crock pot and let it continue on getting warm and melt down the rest of the oils that did not get melted down. In the meantime, we start measuring out our citric acid. What citric acid does is help prevent soap scum. So the slimy layer that you see on your soap in the shower, this helps prevent that. Because it's Christmas time as well, I wanted to add a little bit of Christmas color, so I added some green mica in the oils and mixing this and the citric acid all together so it's nice and uniform before the lye milk goes in. So as I'm mixing, the batter is starting to get, or the soap is starting to get nice and thick. I will continue to mix until it has a little bit more body than this, a lot more body, I would say, than this. So I'll be mixing for a while. Okay, so at this point, you could see that the soap is getting more body. Exactly what I like and what I look for. So it's able to stand up by itself. This is exactly what I want. So what I will do is scrape the sides, pat it all the way down to the bottom of the crock pot, and then I will let it cook down. Okay, this is about 10 minutes later. You can start to see that the soap is a little bit folding into itself. You can see the color is changing. The angle is really bad. I'm sorry, and the lighting is really off. But you can see that there's definitely a change. It's starting to look very Vaseline and gel-like. So I let it cook down a little bit more, and it's at 173. My goal is for it to be 180. But it does look like it's really wet, so I mixed it anyways. And yeah, it's reaching just as gel phase. This is exactly what I want it to be. Okay, so when it's nice and limber and loose like this, I look forward to molding now. That would be the next step. So at this point, I wrap it up in plastic saran wrap, and I use towels put towels around it to keep it nice and warm so that I can continue to keep warm and to cook and to gel. This is the next day. The soap is ready to cut. Alright, and that's it for your milk hemp seed oil soap. Thank you everyone for watching. May God fill all your cups to the brim, and have a nice day. Thank you.